It's always up and down in real estate, but it's all about consistency and persistence and the fire, the burning fire. They have to light up inside of you to be that successful realtor.
There's no such thing as get rich overnight. There's you got to put in the work.
My ultimate goal is to help people, especially immigrant family, to create general wealth. Because I came from an immigrant family.
It's Mauricio Mejia live on YouTube.
All right, we are back. It's Mauricio Mejia live, and very excited about this interview we're about to have. I've known this human being, this person, for 20 plus years. We're gonna date ourselves on this on today's show, but I want to welcome a good friend, someone that I've watched her grow in her not only her own personal life, but in business. Entrepreneur, does luxury real estate. But before that was all into high-end brands. We're going to talk about liquor brands. She's an ambassador for a high-end brand and also works with the family business. So I want to welcome to the show, Mina. Welcome today.
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
I'm not,
Mauricio.
and I don't want to chop up. It's Palivan or
Palivan, correct.
That's so I got it right. Mina
Yes.
Palivan. I got
Yes.
it. I know my little Instagram that I was in a hurry, but hey, all forgiven. We've known each other for so many years.
Yes,
and you still look amazing.
Thank you.
You know,
My birthday's next month, so
there you
we're not
go.
going to give my age, but it's okay.
Forever 29. Forever
That's
29.
right, 25. 25.
All right, you like that number. Okay.
Yes.
Well, one, I want to say thank you for taking the time. I know that you've been kind of like, yes, no. And, finally I said, no, it's either now or it's never.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me interject on that one. That is not true.
Okay.
You have canceled on me.
Oh,
so
here we go.
Yes, but I'm here. So I'm
You know
here
what?
now. I'm here now.
We are here.
Yes.
And this is our time.
Yes.
And I just, again, I want to welcome you today. And
Thank you.
I really, for a long time, I've always wanted to share your story because I know that when we met early 2000s, crazy,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
25 years ago, we met.
I think we actually met way before then. I guess you used to hang out with a group of guys, Adrian and all the guys. Okay.
Adrian, Billy Vidal.
Yes, 330 Rich Street.
330 Rich, yeah, DVA.
Relays. Okay, so I
really.
think we had crossed paths before.
Sound Factory. Oh.
Sound Factory. So I think we had crossed paths before. But then, of course, we ran into each other again in early 2000 when I was representing Moet Hennessy.
You're balling.
Yeah, well, I want to be like you. I'm looking to be like Mauricio.
No. I always tell people you don't want to be like me.
Well, the good part.
I got high miles, man. I got high miles.
Yes.
Before we dive into the stories, you just took me back, and I think I even broke a sweat over here already. Like, I'm like, damn, she just took me back.
Yeah.
Great memories.
Yes.
Great times.
Yes.
I look back and I wouldn't want to do it again. Once was enough.
Yeah.
But give us a little background for the people that don't know who you are and where you come from. Born and raised. Let's start with that.
Yes. So I was born in Vientiane, Laos.
Okay.
My mother is.
And for people that don't know where that is at.
That's actually in Laos, Southeast Asia.
Gotcha.
We came to the United States in 1976. We were one of the very first Asian family who migrated to the U.S. back during the Vietnam War.
Okay.
My father used to work for the U.S. Embassy.
Okay.
And during that time, we have to escape Laos.
Okay. And he's from Laos, or was he American?
My father, he's also Laos.
Okay.
But he had Thai and some European in him. But he worked for the U.S. Embassy. And, of course, during the Vietnam War, we had to escape. So we came to U.S. We landed in New York, Binghamton, New York.
So you bypassed California. You just went straight.
Well, I'm gonna talk about California too. So then later on, we moved to the Midwest.
Okay.
Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, man.
Of all places, the Midwest. Well, I tell you.
All right.
And then later on, we moved to California, to Oakland, California, and we've been here ever since.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's start from the East Coast.
Sure.
Why the East Coast? What
Well,
happened
our
there?
sponsor at the time, for whatever reason, I was very young, but for whatever reason, we landed in Binghamton, New York. We had some family that were sponsored and landed in the Midwest.
North
Binghamton.
Binghamton,
Yep.
yeah, I know that.
Binghamton, New York. And so we moved to Wichita, Kansas. My father worked at the meat factory because it's, the meat factory is big in the Midwest. And then after that, my uncle lived in Oakland, California. So my dad came to visit one day and he just fell in love with California. And he's like, look, this is the opportunity. I love the diversity, the culture. He thought about the family, and he said, we got to move to California. And we came here, and we haven't left since. So that's a little bit
You're
part
from
of
the
my...
East Bay. East Bay.
East Bay. Not born and raised, but part
that's
of my...
home.
It's home.
That's home
Oakland,
for you, yeah.
California is where I, my junior high and high school, that's where I got my street smart.
There you go. You definitely got some street smarts, girl.
Absolutely.
You got that hustle in you, too.
You have to.
Yeah.
Living in Oakland, it's just what makes you to become this person that you are, that, fire within me. So we'll talk more about that, too.
Do you have siblings?
I do.
Okay.
There are 5 girls.
Okay.
And 1 boy.
Damn.
So, yeah, my dad had a lot of...
Is he the youngest, or is he the...
he is the youngest boy.
Okay.
Yep, 5 girls, and he's the youngest boy.
He's like, I got one more in me, I got to try it.
Yes,
Boom.
and that's actually what it was, especially
Good for your
in
dad.
the Laotian culture.
Yeah.
My dad was like, the boy has to carry the last name.
There you go.
And so he tried, and finally my brother arrived. And so that's this. Actually, it's a total of 7 of us, but
Wow.
1 actually passed at birth. So there's 6 of us total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big family.
Big family.
And
a lot of relatives too as well.
So you guys are raised in Oakland, California. Obviously, Oakland is, whether it's the early 80s, late 80s, or early 90s, it's going through a lot.
Yeah,
Oakland
is going through a lot. It's a beautiful city. It's just, like any city has its pro and cons. So, but, Oakland is a part of my life.
There you go.
Yeah.
So schooling, you went to school, graduated from high school?
Yep, graduated from Freeman High.
Okay.
We're too short attended.
Uh-oh.
And then I went
What's
to...
my favorite word?
No, we don't want that. We don't want to say that.
I'm sorry.
We don't want to say that. But shout out to Too Short.
He'll say what's up to me on that one. I'm going to tag him on that one. What's my favorite word?
I went to San Francisco State after high school. Went to San Francisco State. I studied industrial arts.
Okay.
Emphasis in graphic design. So after that, I kind of stumbled into the beverage business, and that's where the luxury comes in.
Got it. So that's at that time. Let's just call it the 90s, because I was already...
It was the 90s.
Yeah.
I graduated in 1990. Well, I graduated in 1997 from SF State.
Okay.
Yeah, Gator alumni.
There you go. I'm a San Jose State alumni.
Oh, well, there we go.
Not alumni, but almost an alumni. When I moved from LA, and originally I was down there, I grew up in LA, and I moved to the Bay Area. I lived in San Francisco, and I got accepted to both San Francisco and San Jose. But San Francisco's cold.
It's it's freezing. It's always cold where San Francisco State is at.
Right.
But if I have no regrets.
Yeah.
I studied in one of the best design industry departments, San Francisco State. And, I still carry that skills and design with me till today in my career. Nice. So, other than the weather, of course, it's always cold in San Francisco.
I think that it's a natural in you, because you've always been stylish.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you've always had
Yes.
that fashion, that well put. Always.
Yes.
You always commanded presence, and
Thank
I know
you so much.
being in the industry that you were in, and me being in the nightlife industry, and we know that it's very competitive.
Very.
Especially the markets that we were going after. We were always trying to go after that high end market. And it's very, it requires certain attention to details.
Yes.
So if we crossed paths in the 90s, great. But where we really connected was, and we'll fast forward, is when I had just fully gone on my own. I had worked with many club owners when I moved up from LA to the Bay. I did the City Nights, the Sound Factory, Envy. I worked with. I made friends with Billy Vidal. I made friends with Adrian Godard, who, by the way, we had him on the show not too long ago. We talked about, we went down memory lane. It's crazy. 330 Ridge, the big salsa scene and the concerts. And then I found my niche in the South Bay. When I had the choice of going from San Francisco State to San Jose State, I picked San Jose because it reminded me of Los Angeles. It was like little LA to me, but it wasn't as populated as LA. And at that time, I saw an opportunity because they weren't doing certain things that the Southern California vibe was doing. So I saw opportunity and I just ran with it, And I think as the scene in the South Bay started to really evolve and explode, a lot of brands started knowing that the South Bay was very important. Yes. A lot of the liquor brands, they were breaking their brands in the South Bay because the consumption of liquor in the South Bay was much greater than other areas in volume.
Sure.
And not all brands need volume, but they want to, you always want to show the higher end brands. And I remember, I can almost remember as if it was yesterday when you walked up to the vault.
The vault, yes, yeah, the vault, yes.
I was and I still I laugh at it because you're like you asked me if I was the promoter and I was like, and I'm in a full suit and tie and I'm like, no I'm the owner. You're like, no, I'm looking for the owner. I said, I'm the owner. Like I'm trying to.
I remember. Oh my God, I remember.
I'm like, I'm trying to convince you. I'm like, and I wasn't. And I'm sure you. I mean, again. Beautiful woman, you bring a bunch of you have an entourage that's rolling because that's how you represent, and I'm sure you get that kind of pickup line or that kind of approach.
Sure.
And I was just being cool. I was like, I'm like, what's up? You're talking to the right guy. How can I help you? All right.
No, you were just so cool from the bat.
Thank
I
you.
remember at the time I was working for a marketing agency from Moet Hennessy at the time. This was early 2000s?
Early 2000s. Yeah, I opened in 2004.
Yeah, so the vault was actually an assigned account to me in the San Jose territory. And that's why I went there.
Yeah.
And I remember meeting with you and your partners, and we discussed about doing, Moet Hennessy promotion. I mean, we had a great time back then.
Yeah, we did.
And we maintained friends.
Yes.
Well, that was 20 years ago?
I think we became, the vibe was just so dope.
Yes.
That it was more of a friendship, and it was like, what do you got? I mean, obviously you came in with a high-end brand, so it made sense. Yes. And then, but the energy was just so cool. Yeah. And to think about it, 21 years later, we're still friends.
Yes.
I've seen you grow from doing being an ambassador to a high-end brand to seeing. I remember where at one point in your life you were thinking of you were in like a crosshair, or you were just thinking of what to do next.
Yes.
Because you can do what you love and what you were used to for so long, for a certain period of time before you want to break and try to explore.
Sure.
Especially, and I'm going to assume, because you're seeing all these different lifestyles.
Yes.
And we become curious.
Absolutely.
How did we get to that? Like I remember, I wanted to be the nightclub owner because I saw someone else be that person, or the person that drives a nice car, that has a nice house. Yes. Or that's wearing this well put, you're just like, damn, how can I get to that? And it requires work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hustle.
Hustle.
There.
You gotta be hungry.
Yes.
That lifestyle. We can all vision.
Yes.
And dream about being wealthy or living that lifestyle, but if you don't take the necessary step to achieve it, or have that drive or the tenacity, and being consistent and of achieving that
you're
goal.
speaking my language right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can.
Did I coach you? Did I coach you before?
I think you did. I should have read your book, right, Mauricio? Decide, Commit, Execute. I read that book.
I love you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. See?
Yes.
Making an impact.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yes.
You actually caught me off words right now. Like, wow, thank you. That's exactly what the book is intended for, is to make an impact and to allow us to open up our minds and to seek for more. Yes. It's not there's no such thing as get rich overnight. No. You got to put in the work.
You have to.
And then the one of the key points of all of this is staying consistent.
Absolutely.
And that's where I'm very proud of you and seeing your growth, because you've always been consistent. Yeah. From the minute that you walk out the door and you present yourself to the world, and then to the products and the things that you represent.
Absolutely.
And I remember when you asked me, because I've always been into real estate since the vault days too. And one day you asked me, I remember, I think we met in Emeryville, or I think we met in Oakland.
so, yeah.
And I think actually I remember, I know exactly where we met. We met at the Lake Merritt, the restaurant on Lake Merritt.
Which one?
The one that's actually on Lake Merritt.
I forgot.
Anyway,
Lake Chalet.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
the Lake
Yes.
Chalet.
So we
Okay,
met
Lake
there,
Chalet.
and you were in a crossroad in your life, and you're like, "What do you want to do?" And you talked about real estate, and I said, "Oh, you would be perfect for real estate because the real estate is about presentation."
Absolutely.
And I think that at that point you started your journey, and next thing I know, I'm watching your Facebook feeds, and you're like in Miami, you're
Yes.
traveling. I'm like, what the heck? Like,
Yes.
wait, what? I'm like, girl, you're in my neighborhood. Like, I look, Miami's like my second home.
Yes. I love Florida. That's actually my second home.
Okay.
Let's go back to
Yeah.
affirmation
Uh-oh.
and visualization.
There you go.
So that conversation that you and I had, I believe that was probably about 4 years ago.
No, longer than that.
It was pre-COVID. Yeah.
So
Pre-COVID.
so
So I was actually at a crossroad.
2018, 2019.
I was at a crossroad, and then when COVID hit,
Yeah.
it just kind of turned my world upside down for the better.
Right.
Unfortunately, I lost a job that I represented, but the positive side of it was it made me open my eyes and said, Mina, what do you really want? What do you see yourself doing? I love architecture. I love design.
Yes.
I'm great in sales. I have 20 years in sales. So I'm like, I want to
You're
sell
a rock star in sales.
luxury, high-end
I got to be
homes.
careful with you because you'll sell me the world.
I
I'm
can
like,
sell you Eskimo. I can sell you ice, okay?
yeah, I know you could. Seriously.
Yes. So when COVID hit, I said, I'm going to do it. So I studied for my real estate license.
Right.
And
I
got
told
it.
you don't need a real estate license, but
But I wanted it. So now I work for, my broker is Coldwell Banker, Global
Okay.
Luxury. So
Nice.
I'm very fortunate to be with such an amazing company.
Nice.
Over 119 years old company.
First company that I hung my license with in
Really?
2005 was
Wow.
Coldwell Banker.
Yes. And ever since then, everything is just, skyrocket for me in the luxury world. So I have a best friend. I don't know if you probably met her not physically, but over the phone, Gigi Ola.
Okay.
She lives in Miami, and she's a great, she has a vast network in the luxury market. She's also an owner for Revanche Cognac out in Miami.
Nice.
And she also has Rosalie, a very high-end sparkling wine too as well. So she's a great best friend of mine that lives in Miami. It all started because I went to go visit her.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, that's what I said.
It all
started when I went to I actually went in the early 90s. I've been going ever since to the Winter Music Conference.
Oh yeah.
And when you go to Winter Music Conference, back then, it was like I come back and I'm like dumb for like I'm just like, why am I here? Right. But you can't live there. Like you'd have to do bi-coastal.
And that's what I'm actually doing. It's bi-coastal, Florida, real estate in Florida, and in California as well, and globally too as well. Yeah.
Very nice.
And it's a hustle. It's a hustle.
Yeah.
So it's not easy. Being a realtor is not a success overnight.
Right.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak. Real estate.
You have to have a stomach for it.
You have to.
Yeah. For anything though.
For anything, you can't give up. And real estate is, it's not always an up. It's always up and down in real estate, but it's all about consistency and persistence and the burning fire. They have to light up inside of you to be that successful realtor. So that's where we're at in real estate.
Talk to me about your luxury lifestyle experience, because I know you've done. You've talked. You have a client list. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's a private list of very, A-listers, high net worth people. Mm-hmm. And I remember to a point where you've gone, where you can even one of the concierge services you were providing was even to the point where you can dress these people up.
Yes, I style. I'm not going to name some of the clientele, but I've styled some of my high-end clientele
Nice.
because their lifestyle is so busy.
Yeah.
And then also
I
I
keep
dabble.
it simple, V-neck. And
Yeah, you know, since
but when I do go out, though, I like to turn
style
it up.
sophistication is at its simplest form.
Yeah.
You don't need much. You know,
right.
it's the simplest form. That's the classiest way to go. And also I dabble into private jets and luxury yachts at one point, and I still have a vast network in Florida, in Los Angeles that I now today utilize for my real estate client.
Got it.
So not only do I help them buy and sell real estate, I also curated their lifestyle. If they need a private jet, I can connect them with that. If they need, someone to style their home, which I also do, I'm an interior stylist.
Yeah.
So I would
I
help.
like that interior stylist.
Yeah, so I help my client buy a home, and most of them are very busy.
Yeah.
They don't have time. Then they would hire me to style their home to their lifestyle. Yes.
Give me an
So-
example. What is that? Something like that.
So let's just say a client.
What kind of budget does just so people out there that don't understand what that means? What is that?
Well, I work with all kind of budget.
Yeah.
So if you know.
Well, not all kinds. You
Well-
got to set the
Well, you
set
know
the
what
bar.
I mean. Yeah, well, there is a bar. I mean, if you are doing luxury, it's going to cost you
Right.
a lot of money.
Right.
And it all depends on where you shop for the furnitures and the network that you get it from.
Yeah.
And it all depends on what type of style they want, that caters to their lifestyle to create a beautiful space for that individual.
Did you see a lot of that in Miami and Florida?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Florida, and especially Southern California.
Okay.
A lot of celebrities, a lot of successful millionaires and billionaires in Southern California. Also, not that we don't have it up here,
Yeah.
but it's
a
just,
different vibe.
It's a different vibe. It's a different lifestyle. Celebrities, they don't have time
Yeah.
to decorate their own home. They hire a stylist, for their clothes, for their home. Florida too. So Florida, especially Miami, it's one of the most expensive city now in the U.S.
I love the Brickell area.
Oh,
by
I
the
love
way.
Brickell area.
I have friends
Yes.
that have penthouses there. I mean, they're just amazing. I love going. I love yachts. I've always been a big yacht fan. The private jets, I've tasted. I've tasted that once, and I've definitely have friends. I know people that are in that, but it's not something. It's not a common thing that you use.
No, it's not. Yes.
So, but definitely have seen that. Exotic cars. I love exotic cars.
Every third car is a Lamborghini or some sort of Bugatti.
Or Ferrari.
Or Ferrari. Or Rolls
I'm a Ferrari
Royce.
guy. I'm a Ferrari guy.
Yes.
But let me ask you though. I mean, so when you're dealing with that level of that caliber of clientele, what's the expectation like? The level of expectation, and then how do you manage something like that? Because you're really doing this a lot of management. It's like hand holding sometimes.
Sure, it's
people.
a white glove service.
I love that.
It's you have to be attention to detail. You actually have to be open 24 hours, 7 days a week. When you're dealing with a high profile clientele, it's kind of like you're on their beck and call. It's not obligated,
Right.
but it comes with the role.
Right. And
Right.
it's not cheap.
And it's not cheap. It's a service.
Absolutely.
If
I
they're
love it.
spending
Yeah.
10 million, 20 million on a home,
Yeah.
do you think they're going to wait for you to pick up their phone call? If they call you, I don't care. It's 3, 4 in the morning. Hello. How can I help you at 3 in the morning?
With a smile too,
With a
right?
smile, in my pajamas.
And like you're happy, like you just
Yes.
like oh no, I've been up all night.
Yes.
I was waiting for this call. How
And you
are
also have to deal with global clientele
Yes.
who lives in Europe,
That's right.
Japan, Southeast Asia. They're a whole different time zone.
That's right.
So, it's so funny because I have a counterpartner. She's another amazing realtor. We were just talking about this. Her clientele is in out of the country, and she's literally not sleeping. She'll have a conference call 3, 4 in the morning,
Right.
and that's just what we do as a realtor. Not every realtor, but realtors that are willing to sacrifice that time
Right.
to be successful. And
Yeah.
you run your own business.
I've been on calls, global calls where,
Yes.
early morning here, late it's
yeah.
evenings in Dubai or in London, or late night, early mornings, or mid mornings for them. So I've been on those calls, and I'm like, damn, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I want to go to sleep, but you got to handle business.
Yeah, it's part of the job.
Yeah.
Part of the business.
Give us what's like the highlight. Give me a story. Give me something something that just pops out when you think of what you've done and all the years of doing what you've been doing.
I've been very fortunate and blessed to have the type of jobs that I have, the celebrities that I've come across and worked with, and representing one of the best luxury brands in the wine spirit industry.
Yes.
So what I take is,
by the way, you did bring a bottle with you.
I
right?
did.
Yeah. Let's put that out here. Let's display that.
this is Merlot Cognac VS, and that's from France. The family is a family-run business. They've been around since 1850. Fifth generation sons are running the company. This is a super.
Is that for me, by the way?
Absolutely, this is actually for you. So
Thank you.
So as an entrepreneur, I also represent a couple companies.
Yeah.
I am a brand ambassador for Merlot.
You've always at one point you were doing even the high-end champagnes. I remember,
Yes, Bourgeois champagne
Yes.
as well. Represent that. I also represent cognac. Ludacris's cognac.
Okay.
Gosh, it's just.
And we can say Ludacris on here, right? Because it's
Well,
a brand.
it was he represented a brand, Conjure Cognac. I was the market manager for them in Northern California. So I've been very fortunate and blessed to represent some of the most luxurious brand in the wine spirit industry. And so this is a fabulous cognac, Merlot Cognac VS. But they also have their XO.
I'm gonna have to
Have different tiers. So, but
try
this
that with
is
a
for
cigar.
you. Yeah, you got to start with amazing cigar, sidecar, over the rock, especially
Ooh.
especially now that the
How did you
fall.
know my sidecars are my favorite?
Oh, I love sidecar. Is my favorite cocktail.
Yeah.
Sidecar.
I don't know who introduced me. Maybe it was you. Somebody introduced me to the sidecar,
absolutely delicious.
and that's been like my go-to drink whenever I want to all dappered and ready to go. And cigar sidecar is a good one to kick it
And
off.
another trick is too. I don't smoke cigar, but I have seen men who freshly roll cigar with a cognac flavor on that. So
Interesting. Okay.
that's something you might want to consider. I'm not a specialty in cigar, but I've seen men who does that.
Yeah.
Smoke their cigar where they dab in cognac.
Yeah. I've heard of that. I've just
And it gives you like a cognac high with the cigar and the flavor that comes along with it. I guess I don't smoke cigar.
No.
That's what I heard.
good for you.
Yeah.
I love cigars. So definitely, we're gonna take a taste of this. What does it take? What kind of? I don't want to call it like. It's a competitive world.
It's very competitive.
And to get into doors into some of the places, give us some of the stories and background on some of that. Like, I mean, you can't just you walk in and you're dealing with you're matching someone you're trying to close somebody that is just as up to par and has a certain flair, right? Because you're dealing with people with taste, flavor, style. Even my hand started itching right now. That's good luck right there. I'm like,
yes. You know what that means in my
demon.
culture? When your hand itches, it means money's coming in.
That's so. I've learned a good friend of mine, Chinese, from Shanghai. I used to scratch like this, and he was like, "Stop!" And I go, "Why?" He goes, "You need to scratch up." He goes, "Because this one you're scratching,
You're losing the money.
You're losing the money.
Yeah.
That's right.
You scratch up.
That's right.
So the money keeps pouring in.
Kind of like this, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only seen that. I don't know what this means.
I don't know what that means.
But share some of that. I mean, what does it take to break in a brand? Because the bottle looks beautiful, it tastes great, but if it doesn't hit the market, it doesn't.
You know what's the thing about being in a very competitive, especially with wine spirits, how to get ahead of the other brands and other salespeople, is your relationship with your account.
That's right.
You could have the worst brand in the world, but if you have that relationship with that particular gatekeeper,
Yes.
or the owner,
Great word. Great. Yeah.
the owner, the buyer, because of your personality and your camaraderie and relationship, I guaranteed you they're going to bring in the bottle, either as a favor or just because they like you and they'll work with you. It's all about relationship in any business.
I remember when we used to do your champagne. Actually, I think your champagne was the first champagne that was in the casing, the copper casing.
Yes, Bourgeois champagne that I represent. Yes.
I still remember that bottle. I'm like, that was the only bottle that I've ever seen in a copper casing. And I remember we were like one of the highest Cristal sellers at the time. And when you guys came in, you're like, whoa. And your champagne, to be honest.
I mean, it's a fabulous champagne.
It tastes better than Cristal is all hype. I love it.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. But I remember that actually became one of our biggest sellers. And it was because the bottle was so beautiful, too.
It's marketing.
Yeah.
The juice, the product itself is absolutely quality.
Yeah.
But the packaging, the copper is not just for the visual aspect of it. It keeps the champagne colder longer.
Yeah.
And the bottle also costs money, too. So the copper customer would reuse it.
Yeah, we'd keep the bottle.
You keep the bottle. It's real 100% copper.
Yeah.
You could reuse it for your water bottle.
Yeah.
Or any other beverages that you feel the need to. So, no, it's a great champagne. Bourgeois was an amazing company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. I see that these companies, when they come out, they get a market share and then they exit. Somebody comes in, like a Diageo or a bigger brand comes in and swoops them up, puts them under their portfolios, and then they own it, and then they dominate the distribution of it. So
that's the business, the nature of the business of the spirits world.
let me ask you, obviously on this entrepreneurship journey that you've been on, you've also worked with your family, and your family runs a restaurant.
Yes.
And I saw that smile on your face. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's something that's must be dear to your.
It's the restaurant, the recipes.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's so dear to my heart and to my sisters are the owner of the restaurant. It's called Lao Garden Restaurant and Bar. We
Where
opened in Berkeley.
Okay.
It's located at 2514 San Pablo Avenue in Berkeley.
Free plug right there, guys. You guys make sure.
Yes, you definitely have to taste it. Stop by the restaurant. We've been featured in the Berkeley Nosh articles. My sister were also featured at KTVU Channel 4 several months ago. So the restaurant's doing absolutely amazing. We're always packed, especially over the weekends.
Yeah.
Authentic Laotian food, 100%. You cannot get 100%
What's the
anywhere.
best dish there? I'm gonna have to come.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to take you there. You're gonna have to come.
Consider it done.
Yes, we're celebrating my birthday there.
By the way, I don't want to forget. Another person that we know in common, Marshall Jones.
Marshall, yes. How is he doing?
He's doing great. I always think of you, Marshall, when all three of us
remember. We used to hang out and just have a good time.
He's doing amazing.
Good. You tell him I said hello.
Oh, he's gonna watch and
absolutely. Hi, Marshall.
Talk about high end.
Talk about the restaurant.
Yes.
So the restaurant.
Marshall, we're done talking about you. We're going back to the restaurant.
Let's go back to the restaurant. So my sister owns the restaurant.
Yes.
She came from a tech world, and because both of my parents were fabulous chefs, we might not have everything growing up materialistic, but we always have food. Have a lot of food. Our stomach was always full. So that
Your parents still alive?
Both my parents passed, unfortunately, but both of my parents were amazing cook. So my sister decided she's the tech world. She had enough of the tech world. And she said, you know what, I want to do something where I can share the love of my mother's cooking. So the restaurant was actually open. And the food and all the recipe is my mother's recipe. May she rest in peace. So everything that you are going to be eating at Lao's Garden is 100% authentic and my mother's recipe.
What is the main dish of your culture?
Oh, papaya salad.
Papaya?
Spicy papaya salad.
Papaya.
Yeah, papaya salad. Papaya. We shred them.
Okay, papaya.
Yes, papaya. We shred them.
Okay.
It's actually the green one.
Okay.
And so we shred them, and then we would use the mortar.
Okay.
And we will make them spicy. The level is usually very spicy, traditionally very spicy.
Okay.
Tomatoes. We have what is called the fermented fish sauce, which is called padak.
Okay.
And it might not be for everyone, but it's the main ingredient in papaya salad. And also fish sauce, lime. I mean, it's a little bit kind of somewhat similar to Mexican food because a lot of my Latina Mexican friends love papaya salad. It's because of the sour and it's just the base of it. Yeah. But it's absolutely the most traditional call for dishes in the restaurant.
Nice. Any meat dishes or everything sounds?
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
have seafood. We have my mother tapioca steam ball saiku at site, and that's her famous recipe.
Okay.
We have drunken noodles with
I
your
love
choice
it.
of protein. We have kasoi, which is the noodle, kind of like similar to pho, but it's not. But that's what I would say, because for Americans that are not really familiar. We have our lap, which is called, it's like a chicken. We have chicken lap, we have duck lap, we have pork lap, and there's like a spicy mint, cilantro, onion. I mean, it's just a bunch of herbs
I'm hungry
in there.
already.
Yeah, it's amazing. The food is actually mouth-watering.
So that's what we're going to expect on your birthday then?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I better get the invite.
Yes.
So
You already invited.
All
You
right,
already
I'm
RSVP. You're there. You're already there.
Check. I'm
Yes.
in. I'm in. Talk to me about, the success of the business. How many years has it been around?
The restaurant?
Yeah.
We have just opened 7 months ago.
Oh, wow.
It's brand new.
Wow.
7 months ago.
Okay.
And so it's doing very well.
Good.
So, hopefully, and it gets better. So we're optimistic about that.
Well, I mean, you're in a different time frame
Yes.
now, so I think it's better timing, and hopefully, that's going well. So when you tie all of this together, right? You have your real estate background, your branding, your design. You have an amazing design eye too. Because I've always said you've always it's not just you, but it's always your friends and the people that you surround yourself with too. Everyone is always it's just boom. What do you see kind of coming on after all of or while you're doing all of these different things? The real estate, the high luxury lifestyles, the brand ambassador, and the restaurants. What else do you see kind of stirring up in the future, or maybe like what else do you see?
Well,
There's a lot of talent going on over
There
here.
is. I'm like a Jamaican, right? I have like 10 different things going on.
We always do. That's an entrepreneur junkie.
Yeah, it is. I've always been like that. I've always worked with multiple income coming in. As an entrepreneur, you just can't rely on one income. You know that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a curse for us, though.
It is.
Because we spread ourselves out.
Thin. We spread ourselves thin.
And then sometimes they're all doing well, and then sometimes one falls, and then the other one falls, and you're like, what the heck just happened? Everything just fell apart, So.
Oh, no, I understand. I understand. Well, my goal, my vision is to focus on luxury real estate development and investment.
Yes. We've talked about
We've talked about you and I will be working with each other on that. Also, my ultimate goal is to help people, especially immigrant family, to create general wealth. Because I came from an immigrant family. We're immigrants. We didn't
We're all
have any.
immigrants.
Yeah, we're all immigrants.
We're all immigrants,
I came here. My family came here with nothing but the clothes on their back.
Wow.
So my father and my mother never had the education or the opportunity to learn about real estate. And this is the time for myself to help others. And my ultimate goal is to focus on the luxury side of real estate and investment, development as well, and working with clients to create the general wealth for their family.
Let me ask you, I think that we all know the Bay Area is a very unique area because it's kind of its own bubble. No home, even in the bad areas, no home is less than $1 million now. If you find one, people swoop that up and they fix it up and then they flip it. Because the market demands, right? I mean, you see that in Oakland, you see that in San Jose, you see that in San Francisco, and all three cities have great places and great and bad areas. And in the bad areas, you're starting to see that these homes are now starting to flip. How do you share that vision when we know that things are kind of priced out? Are you thinking maybe outside the market, or do you have a way of jumping into this market where things are kind of pricey?
Well, that's why I'm not just focusing on California.
Got it. All right. Good answer.
That's why I'm global. Globally.
I love it. Yes.
You have to.
Yes.
You just can't stay
And I'm glad you
I
said
see the
that
big
because
picture.
Good. And I'm glad
I see the big
because
picture.
people that are watching right now are probably
Yes.
wondering, like, Bay Area, come on, you guys are crazy. That's why
Right.
I wanted to ask that.
Yeah.
You're looking outside the area globally as well.
Yes.
Give us an example of an area that you think that is a possible good market right now to maybe consider.
Texas.
Okay.
You know,
Interesting you say that. I got a couple of projects in Texas. Yeah.
yes, Texas is a hot spot right now for real estate.
What part of Texas? Because Texas is so big.
Oh, you know, Austin, Texas, Houston, Dallas,
Yeah.
the metropolitan cities, or, you know, and there's other areas outside of the big cities
Yeah.
of Texas. I mean, it's very affordable. And
Yeah.
Texas is really up and coming. A lot of people moving out there now. Real estate is booming.
Yeah.
So right now I would say Texas would be a really great place to
Have you
invest.
been to Texas?
Yes, I have. I have family in Arlington,
Okay.
Houston, and
Nice.
Dallas. So
I love Houston. I've been to Houston a couple of
I
times.
have some friends in Austin as well.
Okay. I've been to San Antonio and Houston, and right now I got a project in Woodland,
Oh yes,
the Woodland area.
yes,
That's a very high end, very wealthy area. I got a commercial project we're working on there. Cypress is another area.
Yeah, Cypress.
It's all in Houston, but these are like the Walnut Creeks and
Yes,
those
yes,
goddesses,
yes.
the Saratogas
Yes.
of the area, these little sub-cities, right, or smaller communities. But interesting that you say that because you're right. I mean, what $1 million buys you here,
Yeah, it's
it's a shoebox
Sure.
compared to what $1 million buys you out in Texas.
Yeah,
And imagine you up it up by another $500,000, and next thing you know, you're these mini mansions, big
Absolutely.
mansions too. So
yeah. So you have to look outside of not just the Bay Area, outside of the states.
that's right.
You know, part of real estate investment is you just want to just make sure you invest in location is everything.
Yeah.
Location and timing.
Can't be all about work for you. What do you do for
No.
fun?
What I do for fun.
Yeah, don't tell me you don't do anything because I know you're a fun person to hang out
I
with.
am. When I do have, well, actually, I'm going to be attending the all-white party here this Saturday at the Meritage Hotel, Napa.
Okay.
It's personal and work as well. Relay Cognac is a VIP sponsorship there. At the same time,
Who's doing this? Who's hosting this event?
it's the first Fridays of the Bay Area.
Okay.
Shout out to Daryl White and
Yeah.
Bernard.
I'm going to send them a bill or
yes.
I better get a free VIP or something for that.
So it's kind of like, I work a lot. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So when I work, I try to have some fun too
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well. So, but if I don't work at all, and you would never believe this, what I love to
probably
do
would.
is I just like to get away from all the chaos.
Yes.
I go and get self-care,
Yeah.
massage, by myself. So, I've been in the wine and spirit industry and the lifestyle where I'm always out and about for work and networking with real estate
Yeah.
at events all the time and, getting paid for that. So when I have my alone time, I'm actually at home.
Yeah.
Or I'm up in the jacuzzi,
Nice.
or I'm just,
Self-care.
relaxing, self-care,
Nice.
and rest. Rest is important.
I think that.
Yeah,
That's
rest
why
is
you don't
important.
age, man. I'm telling you.
Rest
you
is
need to tell us the
important.
secret here.
Yeah,
'Cause-
well, I think also, I don't have kids.
Okay.
Not that it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Your stresses are different.
It's a different stress.
Yeah.
I deal with a different stress. I think I just try. With
love
my
it.
stress level, I work out.
Yeah.
I try to eat healthy. I'm such a foodie. It's just the way my upbringing is. I love to eat, so that's really hard. But I rest a lot whenever I can because I'm always out and about working all the time. So it's all about just kind of taking care
Balance.
of yourself and
That's
balance.
some
And
balance.
also the key, I would suggest
Yeah.
everyone sit in the hot sauna for at least 20 minutes a day.
I do it every day.
And what
That
that
and cold
does,
plunge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what that does
Yes.
for me, it helps with my level of stress that I deal with on a daily basis. When I stress, I have alopecia.
Oh, really?
That's the type of stress
wow.
that I deal with. And people don't realize.
I would have never imagined
Yeah,
that.
people don't realize.
I'm about to actually do. I had a good friend of mine, Rachel Regal. She's a realtor, and we did a thing on alopecia. I'm actually thinking at her event, I'm going to shave my head to do the whole
wow.
in support of.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So when I deal
Wow.
with level stress, I get alopecia. As we speak, I actually have it right now. My hair just covers it.
Wow.
Yes, yes. So, in order for me to deal with that level of stress,
Yeah.
I work out, I do the self-care, I meditate in the morning, I do my affirmation, I pray, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful for everything that God has blessed me with. And, and I just do that. I just do the best I can and try to be as optimistic as possible. And that's some of the key factors of trying to, be young and look healthy, right?
Look amazing.
Yeah,
You look
thank
amazing.
you.
Super,
Thank
super
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Let me ask you, if people want to get a hold of you
Yes.
and, obviously talk high level business, right? Not
Yes.
just to
Yes.
call a pretty girl, like,
No,
hey,
of course.
guys, business only,
Yes. Well, yes.
mentorship. I know that you definitely have some nuggets to share with people. People want to get a hold of you. I know you're on Instagram. You have
Yes.
your page. What's the Instagram
Yes, so
page?
my handle is Dream Homes
Okay.
by Mina.
All righty.
That's for my real estate. And then I have my interior styling handles, which is Mina Palivan Designs. And then you can also find me on Facebook as Mina Palivan.
Nice. And then for the brand ambassadors of the liquor or of what you represent, do you intertwine it with your like real estate or your luxury lifestyles?
Actually, not at the moment, but yes, because in the future, my idea was to collaborate with some of these fine wines and spirits because this is what I gift or share or recommend to my high-profile clientele or my real estate
Can't wait to
clientele.
taste it.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's actually smooth and exceptional premium vodka. I mean, not vodka, cognac.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. So, any other ways that people can get a hold of you, or just those are? That's pretty much.
Yeah, you can message me through Instagram or Facebook, and we can go from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Words of wisdom, because I know
Yes.
you have a lot of great experience. For the woman or the business person, the entrepreneur that's out there, that's either at a crossroad or trying to figure out what their next steps are in lives. What would you suggest to them out there?
What I would say to women, or just to someone that are thinking about jumping into something that they're unsure with, is just take that leap of faith. And have faith and believe in the Lord and believe that God has a way and the door. He will never let you fail. And that's just my faith in life. Believe in yourself. Have a vision and visualize it. And it's going to come into fruition. It's just a matter of just believing yourself and knowing that you are going to become that person. So just don't give up and just have a very strong mindset.
Wow.
And be consistent, because life could be a challenge and obstacles. We're always going to face some sort of obstacle and challenge in life, but it's a matter of falling and getting back up.
That's right.
That's all that matters.
Amen.
Amen.
I believe in that.
Yes.
So, I want to thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
I know that we can probably dive into some more stories, but I think what I wanted to do is just cover the highest points and the things that you've been through. I don't think it's anything that you feel that we could still continue to share. I think we've covered,
I think we covered most of the bases.
Yeah.
I mean, we could sit here for hours.
Yeah, I know. Reminiscing.
Yeah,
right?
reminiscing. And
then we get in trouble. We're going to start sharing too much.
yeah,
so.
we're going to start sharing too much. We want to leave it as a mystery. We want people to it's the mystery part that's interesting. But I think we covered pretty much about how I came to where I'm at.
Yeah.
But there's also I still have a long way to go. This is not a complete stop.
No.
And
Life
people
is a
are gonna
journey.
it's a journey, and
Not a
people will see
destination.
that as if they continue to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you will see my progress
Yes.
and where I will
I've
be
seen it
going. And
firsthand.
you've seen it firsthand. It's not easy.
No.
I'm still going towards my goals in life, and I dream big.
There you go.
And a lot of people always tell me, "Oh, you're
Damn,
just."
you definitely read my book.
Yeah. Well, people always say, "Well, it's just a dream. You're just dreaming," and I always tell them, "Watch me. You'll see."
Powerful.
So you'll see. It's the haters that doubt you,
That's right.
but the stranger is going to support you. And you don't have to share so much with everyone, because it's the actuality. What you become is the success, and people will see that. Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Wow, look
Yes.
at you.
Yes.
I want to tell you and want to remind you again, you're an amazing human being, amazing
you so
woman.
much.
I've seen your growth.
Thank you.
And I want to congratulate you because I know it hasn't been easy. It's not easy for anyone that wants to follow their dreams and take on that journey. It comes with obstacles, but it's just how we handle them. It makes us better for the next step. So I want to thank you for taking the time to come out here today and spending it with me. And
thank you, Mauricio.
You know, I definitely count me in for your birthday. I'll
Absolutely.
be there 100%.
I can't wait. I can't wait for us to celebrate.
So invite all your friends too. You know, I'm single, ready to mingle.
Everyone is there, and it's a great
I had
network.
to throw that one in there. Right?
And it is, right? Every time I throw an event, everyone's like, Mina, invite all your single. I'm like, don't worry about it. Are you going to get hooked up? Or are you going to celebrate my birthday? Just don't worry about it.
I already know the entourage is going to be there. I'm coming there for you.
Absolutely.
Let me know all the details, and we're coming out in full force.
Thank you so much, Mauricio.
Mina, I love you.
I love you too.
I got nothing but love, and I'm just so happy and proud to see where you're at. And again, thank you for being here. This was an honor.
Oh,
and
it's a privilege to be here.
It's all of it. And I just, again, we're blessed to be here today.
Thank you.
So thank you.
All right.
All right, guys. That's it for Mauricio Mejia Live, straight from Studio B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Mauricio Mejia Live with my girl, Mina.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Like, comment, subscribe. Mauricio Mejia Live on YouTube.